So you all have been learning about the theories that we use in marriage and family, and one of those particular theories is it's a little bit more difficult to understand when you just read your textbook or some of the videos that are available. So I wanted to take a moment to give my description of how I kind of came to understand structural functionalism, because that is a core theory of sociology, and we certainly use it in marriage and family. So I like to describe it like this. Think about the human body, and the human body is this complex system. We all know that it's made up of a lot of parts. All of those parts have a particular function, and when they're all doing their part, you feel healthy, you feel good, and you function well. But it does not take much to throw that system out of whack, so to speak, right? So if you have a heart problem, or you have even something simple like allergies, an allergic reaction, that system doesn't work as well. As you've seen in your textbook, structural functionalism looks at systems in the sociological sense, and looks at how parts work together interdependently in order to make that system work as a whole effectively. So in sociology, we might look at a system of very macro level, like the economy, or something very micro level, like a small group dynamics. When we're studying marriage and family specifically, the system generally is, of course, the marriage or the family. They become the system, and that's the level at which we analyze what's going on. So in this case, to use structural functionalism, again, we're going to look at that system, and we're going to try to understand the different parts and their functionality, that we each play a role within our family, that we meet certain needs within the family, other people meet other needs, and collectively that system hopefully is healthy by all of the contributions of the various parts. But as you all know, because we are generally in families, it does not take much for one part of that system to affect all of the other parts. So for example, if there is substance abuse in the family, we know that there are individual level impacts of substance abuse, of course, but we also know that there's systemic and systematic challenges that are associated with substance abuse. So if I'm in a family and I have a family member who is struggling with addiction, that's not just their problem, it's now our problem, because as a system, we are going to be affected by that problem. So structural functionalism is just a way to look through that lens and understand how that system works together, and that problems within one part of the system are going to impact how the system works as a whole, and are really going to affect every part of that system. So hopefully that kind of helps you. I think it's easier with family than it is actually applying it in the intro classes to some of the other systems that we might look at, because this is something a little bit more concrete that we can understand, and certainly something for you to think about in terms of what dynamics go on in your family that maybe aren't about just you, but have an impact on you and have an impact on the stability and the health of that system as a whole.